Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here real quick. Just got off work and this just came across my mind, and I don't know if you went through this before. You probably did. There was a time when I was having seizures back to 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 back. And I applied for Social Security. And I got turned down. And I was like, okay. And this was years ago. It was over, 15 years ago? More than that. So he sent me a letter, and I was like, wait a minute. I have seizures. They have notification. I had it since I was 14 years old. And basically they said I didn't have enough seizures, for me to qualify for Social Security. Say what? Is you serious? And in my mind, I was like, dang, how many seizures do I supposed to have? I paid my taxes, I mean, I should qualify, but, and I was having a rough time. In my life. And I'm like, good gracious, this is crazy. And when you get so tired where you just can't fight. You just can't fight. And I understand where people get so dang on tired where they just can't fight no more. And if you don't have an advocate to fight for you, it's like a lot of people get stuck, and it's sad. It's really sad. In our system where people have to fight so hard, especially when, my heart goes out to children that have epilepsy. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. And their parents or loved ones or whoever is the caretaker has to take care of them, and they have trying to get, doctors to see, what's going on or why they having seizures or anything like that, and the bills are piling up. It's crazy. It's crazy. I had to get to a point where sometimes I would have seizures, and my children would call the ambulance, or someone would call the ambulance, and they would take me off to the ambulance. It was like 500 years ago. It was like $500 a ride. $500. And I couldn't afford it. I could not afford it. And then the thing is that the medical coverage would not cover it. My insurance wouldn't cover it. So I had to be paying out of pocket with children, my 3 kids. What? And my insurance wouldn't cover it? And I was like, and I had to get to the point, and it's so sad, I had to get to the point to tell my children, if mommy's not breathing, don't call the ambulance. I told my children that. I said, call grandma. Let grandma know that mommy had a seizure, or let my next door neighbor know that mommy had a seizure. And it's sad that you have to put that on your children. And I'll talk about that later in another YouTube video on, but how that feels, but it's crazy. It's crazy how insurance didn't cover that at that time, and it's really sad. It's really sad. Yeah, I was like, I was having them back to 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 back, over and over again. They was like, no, you're not having them enough. Boy, I was crying, and I said, like, I don't understand. You have my information from my neurologist. And then the more upset I would get, I couldn't get sick. I had to go to work and take care of my kids. So it's like I either fight them and get sick and have a seizure, or just let it go. It's crazy. People have to go through that. It's sad. It's disheartening. It's people should not have to go through this at all. At all. And I pray and I hope there's a lot of changes with the way that Social Security is looked into when people have disabilities. And thank God I can work, and but the people that have to, they have to be on Social Security and live off of it, my heart goes out to them, because it's hard, And a lot of people, it's not like a lot of people. Yeah, there may be some people that take advantage of it. We know that. They're going to have to deal with that with God. They're going to have to deal with that with God, for sure. But there are a lot of people that paid their taxes, that did work, that are veterans, that are unfortunately disabled and need Social Security, or their children, or anything like that. They need it. And it should not be so hard to get into. It shouldn't. There's a lot of things that need to be taken care of here in the United States, because there's so many veterans that have PTSD that, the VA hospitals needs to be fixed up. Come on. There are some VA hospitals that need to be fixed up. The VA, now you mean to tell me these men and women go off to another country to fight for our country, come back with PTSD and different issues and stuff like that, and they come to the VA hospital? That should look like a hospital where the president goes to. You know, come on now, really? There should be no VA hospital in shambles. No, come on now. None. There should be doctors scrambling to work at VA hospitals. Instead, they're not scrambling to work there. Come on, really? We have to help people with visible and non-visible disabilities. It goes so deep, it goes so far. I hope this channel gets the word out. I want this channel to get the word out. Epilepsy is something that I'm familiar with, that I know about. When I speak about epilepsy and I start voicing what I have, then that's when people start letting me know what they have. And I start becoming familiar with other things. And I hope this channel be a conversation piece where not it's just a conversation piece, but we put out ideas. We put things out there. And yes, I want it to blow up. Yes, I want it to make a difference. Yes, I want it to be out there where my mouth in your mouth. And yes, when it comes to a time where we could go in front of Congress and talk about people with visible and non-visible disabilities, and that we're in the office and we are the ones that work from home. And yes, sometimes it may take us a roundabout way where we have to do things, but guess what? We make this world run too, okay? We make this country run too. We have a lot to offer too. Okay? Our green makes makes this world run just the same as anybody else. We spend like everybody else, okay? When we go to the cash or pick out stuff, they don't say, oh, do you have a visible or non-visible disability? No, you can't buy nothing here. No, they don't look at that. If you in a wheelchair, oh no, come on in. You want to buy a Birkin bag? Yeah, sure. You want to buy some Gucci? Sure. If you're in a wheelchair, they're not going to say nothing to you. No, they want you to come on in. No. Oh, no. No. People want your money just like anybody else. You treat us the same when you want our money, so treat us the same when we need assistance. When we're going to the doctor, okay? When we're going to, if someone needs to go to Social Security, if there's things that need to be revised by law, revise them. Do what needs to be done. It should not take somebody's death for something to be done. I'm sick and tired of hearing about that. I'm sick of it. That's another reason why I have this YouTube channel. I'm sick of it. People people are dying because they don't have medication and stuff like that. Why? Come on, really? Medication is so high. If you don't answer for what you do, believe me, you're going to answer when it's time to go. You're going to have a lot to answer for. Make it right now. Make it right. At least try. Make it right. Put some effort into it. Make change. There are a lot of things that can be done. Do it. I'm speaking to everybody. I'm speaking to everybody. Make the change. If you see that different things can be done for people with visible and non-visible disabilities, or even in the medical spectrum, change it. Change it. It can be done if you want it to. Do it because your heart and your spirit is leading you to do that. Do it. I respect you more because at least you tried. And it's not just me respecting you. God sees what you do. Not just me. Not just the people on earth. God sees what you do. And he will walk with you as you do it. He will walk with you as you do it. People have the right to have insurance. People have the right to be treated right as they go to the hospital. People have the right, if they need to get on Social Security. I know those people have to be bogged down at the Social Security office and stuff like that. If there need to be people that need to be hired there, hire people. Hire them. Instead of sending $50 million to countries that every year, stop sending it every year. What are we doing over sending money everywhere every year? Why? Because, because we got a friendship with them? Come on, really? Help the people here. Help people here. That's what I'm saying. Help people here. So I'm asking people to look at themselves also in the space of living, and when you see a person that I can only respond with seizures, don't think the worst of them, because you don't know what could have happened in their childhood. You don't know what could happen in their life. Call an ambulance, give them help. You know, we need to help each other. We need to help each other. We need more positive things to happen in this world than negative. And one small positive makes a big difference. It makes a huge, big difference. So I want to say thank you so much for listening. God bless you all. And have an awesome day. Epilepsy, you don't own nobody. Nobody. Enjoy. Bye.